Hello. Hello. It has been a while since I've last played this game. Well, actually, no. I played it yesterday because I wanted to grind a few things before getting back to the game. Not actually important things, by the way, which is kind of dumb of me, but I basically made 2 new weapons. I needed some new materials. And I made these 2 new weapons, which are slightly stronger than most of the ones I have. And also I have a fire weapon now, which I didn't before. So today's program, by the way, I'm gonna equip it because it's stronger and because the quest I'm about to do today is going to be special. As you can see, I don't know if you recall, actually, but as you can see, the music is different and the layout is very different. There are cannons, there are stuff. It's all kind of a more epic vibe, let's say. Uh, and it is because... oh, sorry. And it is because today's quest, called One for the History Books, ooh la la, love the name, is pretty special. Uh, yeah. So, today's quest. I'm gonna do this quest and that's it, because it's a big story moment, because it's a big epic quest. I'm gonna give my opinion on the quest at the end, but I do want to play the quest and show you it beforehand. So, One for the History Books. It is a quest. If you recall, it was mentioned last time, but if you recall, basically there's a big monster. The one that was in the intro of the game, that is like basically a big dragon volcano turtle thing. Uh, this monster is disrupting a lot of stuff, and basically the objective of this quest is to capture it. It is the size of a mountain, and yes, our objective is to capture it. Do not. How do you capture a mountain? That's I don't know. We'll see. But that's the objective. It is going to be very hard, at least in story-wise. It's going to be very difficult. When it comes to actually being, a quest, well, you'll see. You'll see. It's interesting. It's an interesting quest. It's a climactic. I should let the animations play out. I love the eating animations. Damn it. Next time the cuisine, the kitchen, it's called a canteen. The next time the canteen upgrades, I'll show you the good animations. It's gonna be great. But let's go. Let's go. I still love, by the way, I grinded a bit yesterday for new weapons, and I was reminded of how much I love this weapon. This was a really good choice. Okay. Uh, Quite a sight. Just wait till we finish. I didn't change the language back to English, did I? It would probably help following along. Hey, that's you. I will reiterate if that's not yeah. But the story of this game is not interesting to me. I'm letting it play for you because it's, decently fun, I guess. But I've played it through too many times, and I've played games with much better story. Zora will be in chains. Yeah. By the way, we're still a novice hunter. we are still only able to do novice level quests. So I'm sure the big mountain dragon giant thing is definitely, we're going to beat it. I mean, it's I'm getting I'm a bit. I know the game, so I'm sorry. It's maybe it's a little bit of a spoiler. It's just, yeah. It is a very epic story moment, at least. Look at this. I love this monster. It is one of the two biggest monster species ever created for a Monster Hunter game. The other one comes from Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, which is a game on the 3DS. And this other one is called the Dalamador, and is basically a giant, like immense giant serpent. Yeah, I know. And it is a very fun fight, by the way. Okay, so basically this quest, you see the big monster, and you see the cannons and stuff, and this is exactly what you think. Basically, we load up stuff and we shoot at it for a long while. And the objective is to deal as much damage as we can in a certain amount of time. You'll see how this quest goes. Boom, 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 and big numbers. And then boom, 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 and big numbers. He got hit. There are small monsters that are basically annoying us here. We want to take them down, because if we don't, they're gonna be annoying. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of that during this quest. You can also move the cannons, because of course. Deck. Load up. No, not that. I want to shoot. Basically, we don't want the monster to break the barricade. But we do have two of them. Just in case. And yeah. He's angry now. He's getting kind of cranky. So he's gonna attack the cannons themselves. The cannons and ballistas. Oop! Shit. I fell. Tower. Well, no more cannon ammunition here, so we're gonna shoot. We're gonna move so that it hits better. Die. You're annoying. Deck. Shoot. It seems very slow, by the way. It is. It is very slow. I'm also alone when this quest can be done with 4 players. Monster Hunter is a multiplayer game, and my friends are still not. Anyway, parts broken, which means we did quite a bit of damage on the same spot, which is really good. I love the parts broken mechanics. For this quest, it's kind of special because, well, it's a very weird setting when it comes to how the quest goes. But I do love this mechanic for all. Can I not get... No, I can't, apparently. Up, 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 up. We're hitting, and then I'm gonna get to the binder, which is another thing that you can shoot with the ballistas, which paralyzes the monster for a few seconds. And is very useful. These... what am I doing right now? What No, what is happening? I don't remember how you... Oh, you... Okay. Okay, so I got him. Sorry, I got very confused for a moment. Okay, so the Zora Magdaros is restrained. My cat is bringing a cannonball, so I don't want to waste one. These kinds of fights have existed in the Monster Hunter series for a long time. They're called siege monsters, and basically they're that. They're like very, very large monsters in special settings where you have to stop them from going somewhere or destroying something or whatever, and you have siege weapons for attacking them. They are usually very long and kind of tedious. But sometimes some of them have been very, very entertaining and very fun because they actually mix in regular gameplay during the fight as well, which doesn't make them like just this slow gameplay. Which is great when they do it. There has been quite a bit. The first of them was called the Lao Shang Long in the first Monster Hunter, which was basically a big wingless dragon that was walking through a kind of valley, ravine stuff. Breaching the first barrier, yep. So he's gonna break the barrier. And now we lose. Joking. We need to get to hiking, hitching thing to travel to the next. Go on, yeah, okay. To travel to the next. So the first was called the Lao Shang Long and was very, very slow, big, massive monster. Okay, so now we are on top of the Magnaros. It is... Ouch. We are on top of the Magdaros. We are basically on top of his backs, and we have to destroy these magma cores by attacking them enough. And they explode. Which isn't ideal, but you know what? It's fine. Oof. And that's one. And they drop little materials as well, which is great. This part is a lot faster with a bow, by the way. It is kind of a... I think you can tell by now. This quest is slow. This quest is very slow. some people like it. It is definitely more cinematic than anything else. But this quest is very slow and has a bunch of like what feels like downtime. Like what I'm doing right now, and basically the quest kind of feels like full on downtime, because when you're on top of the barrier shooting, you're not playing the regular game, let's say. So it's not as interesting because it's not as deep when it comes to mechanics and stuff. And now when you're here destroying the memory cores, it's also kind of, well, mindless to some degree. But it is a very epic story moment. It is a very fun kind of climactic quest to end the thing. Oh yeah, you are on top of him. He changes posture. So like right now he's getting up, right? Which means like I'm gonna be able to access different parts of him. I need to go to his head right now. Get ready to resupply the hunters. Whoop! I think this fight is probably one of the best siege fights. Well, I wouldn't put it like as a contender for the best, but it's still like a pretty good siege fight. When it comes to the game, when it comes to the series, a lot of siege fight, like very early on, siege fights tended to be like very dull, because sure, you had more regular gameplay to hit the boss, but the boss basically would ignore you like almost completely. Which did get very, very, very dull. This one is not as dull, let's say. In my opinion, it's a lot more. Well, it's much more the cinematic value that gives the fight more a more appealing notion, and the fact that you're not required to do it that often, depending on what you do. Don't throw me off. Okay, good. But the best one to me for sure would probably be one that was originally in Monster Hunter Tri and Tri Ultimate, the Dahen Mohan, or was it the Dahen Mohan or the Gen Mohan? I can't remember which one it was actually. Oh, that's annoying. But a quick. Basically, you're on a ship, and the boss is moving and actually aggressive towards the ship. Whale that lives, but actually, it's not just a whale, and it's not just a ship. It's a sand ship, and you're basically navigating through the desert. Okay, you're on like a big version of a sand ship. You have like artillery weapons and stuff, and the boss doesn't just ignore you or thing. It actively tries to destroy the ship, and like goes next to you and rams you and stuff, and it's super cool of a setting. And at the end of this oh shit, that was bigger than I thought. At the end of this sequence, of this first sequence where you're on the ship and the boss tries to attack the ship and stuff, you're sent to a place where like the ship is kind of wasted in the desert. Like it gets put like in a situation where it's not navigating. It's like on its side and stuff, and the boss is like super far away, and it's slowly coming towards you, and it's trying to destroy the ship again, and you need the boss to basically not approach the ship, so you keep it at bay with your weapons of artillery still, but you also like have a gong because the big monster is super sensitive to sound, so you have a big gong that you can use from time to time. He's gonna try to launch like rocks and stuff at you when you need to interrupt his attacks, and it's very, very fun. And you can also just go into the big massive desert that he's slowly strolling through and just hit the boss yourself with your weapon, and it's super fun as well because he responds kind of a little bit, not that much, but he still responds to what you do with like actual attacks and stuff. The boss isn't as passive, which makes it more interesting. Okay, so I destroyed all the magma cores. And because I'm so good at the game and I knew where they were, I actually did it like a lot earlier than most people would for the first time. So I'm kind of just going around and I'm gonna get materials. Dragonite ore is like kind of rare to get on quest, but it's very common here, which I really like. It's a cool detail, and I'm gonna be needing quite a lot of it for many weapons and armors and stuff for the next stage of the game, the one that I'm gonna start after this quest. Not today, but see. But yeah, now this mission has become kind of a relaxing mining experience. Because I don't really have anything to do right now. I destroyed all the magma cores, and I'm just waiting for the next like step in the quest. This is also why this quest is seen as kind of dull by a lot of people. It's because it kind of forces you to be very like, the quest only progresses at certain points in time. You have objectives that you need to complete before those times occur. But the quest states, like things happening actually only progress when these timers end. And sadly that makes, like, if you go fast, you get punished by less things to do. It's not the greatest quest. It is still pretty epic. I mean, you get to be on a goddamn mountain. I'm sorry. You get to move around on a giant volcano that is moving itself. How cool is that? It is a very cool monster. It is a very cool monster. Just every example of these massive life forms in these games are so interesting to me. Like, ouch, that was mean. Are so interesting because usually they are written, like, ecologically speaking, like there's some lore and some stuff that is very interesting about them. This one kind of less, but there's also some writing when it comes to like potential biology. I don't really know exactly how to explain, but basically there are people for the Monster Hunter series. There are people that are paid to make these monsters, these massive impossible things. They are paid to write and think about their biology, their fictive biology, in a way that makes more sense and makes them more interesting. And I think that's super cool. This is very, like, very nerd. There's a YouTube channel that I really like. It's called Unnatural History Channel. And it has a series of videos about Monster Hunter monsters, explaining their potential fictive biologies and stuff. Because they are kind of an expert when it comes to environment and stuff. And it's just so fun. Very nerd thing, but so fun. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is the part of the quest that's kind of cool. There is this little guy that's actually disrupting shit happening, and it's kind of dangerous. And he's being kind of a dick, and now we want him to go away, basically. And so now we actually get to play the game, but on top of the mountain still, which is just, it's just so cool. Give me defense. What? How am I talking? I want defense extract. Okay, thank you. Now I'm good. Boop. Boom. Boop. Boom. Boop. Ouch. I love flying around with this weapon. It's just the best. Okay, thank you, comrade, but I don't need you. Oh yes, cinematic. I already did enough damage. This little guy, I think we don't know his name yet in the story. But we did see some spikes from him. Yeah. And he's getting attacked. I love our teammates who basically showed up for the cutscene. Didn't do anything and now gets hurt. No one's competent! Except this guy. Look at him, he's so cool. He's like a big katana. He's so cool. Master. Spike's going back. Such a cool monster. This is like a popular the slow motion here. That was a popular screen that people make their wallpapers from. And now he's leaving. And everyone's falling. Oh no. And the monster's breaking free. Who could have guessed that novice hunters could not capture a volcano? This sentence is crazy, by the way. I love video games. I love stories. I love fiction. Where you can just say, oh yeah, we're gonna try to capture a volcano, by the way. We're gonna try to capture a volcano turtle. Volcano tortoise dragon. Volcano tortoise dragon. That's actually the size of a volcano. Quest is over. Oh, got quite a bit of rewards. It's actually really good to get rewards here rather than later, because this quest, like, you won't see this monster for quite a while. So every material for this monster that I can get right now is less material that I need to get next time when I actually unlock a quest for it. And the materials on tier, like for new weapons and stuff. Alright, gather round. Let's get council underway. First, your reports. Your reports. My god, my accent is crazy today. Where do we stand right now? Since it breached the Great Ravine, which we've lost track of it, sir. The situation has made it quite difficult for us. However, I think we have... this guy looks like a nerd. Like a high nerd. Like a nerd that does pot. However, I think we have a chance to salvage the situation if we can pick up its trail on the other side. I've got some good news from the field team on that front. Tectonic movement from when Zora passed through created a fissure in the Great Ravine. That fissure is our ticket to catching up with the beast. There's no point. We exhausted our supplies during the last operation. Even if we did track it down, there's no way to be able to pull off anything of that scale. Yeah, so we failed, and now we spent a lot of stuff, and now it's kind of fucked if we want to do it again. Which was predictable. Send a ship to the guild. A ship? We cannot proceed without notifying the guild of the situation. We should send word and wait for the decision. Captain, can I count on you? So we're unlocking a thing. Oh, sorry. Never you worry, sir. I've been watching the sea churn and waiting for my chance to tame her again. This guy is actually going to be pretty important, not in story or in any kind of character way, but it is going to be the guy that like offers us a new service at some point. And it's a pretty cool one. So, important. Seems that the fissure in the Great Ravine hasn't not only given us a best, but an opportunity as well. Together, we're going to brave whatever lies on the other side and find Zora Magdaros' trail. Zora Magdaros. I do not understand how to pronounce this name with a English accent. Zora Magdaros. Zora Magdaros. Zora Magdaros. Like, where is the hyphen? Where's the accent? Where's the... Yeah, no idea. Hunters, head to the Great Ravine as soon as you're ready. Look at you, you're so cool. You're so sexy. Such a badass. You really just went up to the mountain volcano dragon and went, yeah, I can take that. You're so cool. Okay, well, we're gonna have a lot to do next time. I can already see a little yellow exclamation point, another yellow exclamation point, another yellow exclamation point. Those are news/quests and another here. Those are like news/quests. This is probably just an update on the shop's inventory, which is great. I needed that. This is a quest to upgrade this probably. This is probably a quest to upgrade the canteen. This is probably a quest to upgrade the armory or get new tools or stuff like that. And this is probably just an update or the main quest continuing. Anyways. That was fun. That was really fun. I really enjoyed that. Even though the quest is kind of dull, I do like myself a good little climactic cinematic thing from time to time. But yeah, that's gonna be it. It was a short recording. I didn't want to how long was it actually? I'm gonna need to check that. But I did enjoy it actually. And I hope you enjoyed it too, even though it was probably shorter than Weapon Pose. Oh, look at you. I was powerful balls reversed. Cutesy balls. Pose, not pause. What I'm saying. Okay. I'm just I was trying to find the resting its gesture. Not this, not this, not this. Cheering, hide, kabuki. Refuse wave, save, short call. Despair, pumped up, cheer. Take a breather. Take a breather. No, not this one. Sit. Is it just sit? Isn't there like rest? Call, toss, good work. Okay, well. This was fun. This was interesting. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it too. This was climactic cinematic. Maybe I ruined it by being so... Yeah, this quest is a bit boring thing. Anyways, je t'aime very a lot, and I hope you enjoyed it. And bye-bye. Yay! This was The Adventures of Kelley again. Bye-bye.